It's being reported that Tupac's estate wants a, quote, informal negotiation in order to establish a payment that Drake can make to their estate based on him using Tupac's voice for the AI diss track Tailor Made. I also have Suge Knight reacting to this. He called home from jail and he spoke about this situation, spoke about how he felt about Drake using Tupac's voice to diss Kendrick Lamar. So I'm going to show you guys that as well. I got this report for you guys and we're going to get into it. Urban Legend 11, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Now let's get this started, man. Kendrick Lamar started all this when he claimed that Drake sent the cease and desist for the Like That record. Now this goes all the way back to that first song, you guys. It says in the article that an email has purportedly confirmed an allegation made by Kendrick Lamar on his diss track Euphoria. The former Top Dog artist accused Drake of trying to interfere with Future and Metro Boomin's smash hit Like That, which features K-Dot. This is the quote. It says, try a cease and desist on a Like That record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. We all heard them lines from Kendrick Lamar. It says Lamar's allegation was seemingly corroborated in a leaked email, which surfaced on Discord. The unauthenticated email showed one of Drake's labels, Republic Records, attempting to block the release of the Like That record for radio play. So there was an email, somebody screenshotted it, and it showed that, you know, Drake was sending a cease and desist on that song. The article says a Discord user claimed they obtained the email from a friend who works at Republic. Universal Music Group's vice president, Corey Williams, supposedly sent the email to Epic Records executive Becca Connolly. Drake and Metro both have deals with Republic, which is a subsidiary, a smaller company under UMG. It says if the email is legitimate, efforts to hamper the Like That song were unsuccessful. The song still received plenty of radio play and debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Now, Drake addressed this, you guys. Remember in the song that he replied to Kendrick Lamar, he said, a cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to the lies that come out your mouth. You called the Tupac estate and begged them to sue me to get that ish down. I'm losing perspective on beef. Boy wanted to send the beat and I'll kill you for fun. Now, it's being reported that Kendrick Lamar claiming that Drake sent the cease and desist is actually the truth. And Drake, you know, receiving the cease and desist letter from Tupac and claiming that Kendrick sent Tupac's estate to give him the cease and desist was not true. So apparently Kendrick Lamar is telling the truth and Drake is telling lies, and it's being reported as true. Now, the article says that Drake received a cease and desist from Tupac's estate, but it was over using Tupac's voice and profiting off of it. Now, I'm going to read you guys this article. This is crazy because Tupac's estate actually wants money from Drake informally and off the records, you know, so this is crazy. Check this out. It says, in a cease and desist letter to Drake obtained by Billboard, the late rapper's estate, Tupac's estate, is deeply dismayed. That's a quote they have, deeply dismayed, and would never have given its approval. They said they would never give Drake approval to use Tupac's voice. The article says Tupac Shakur's estate has threatened to sue Drake over the diss track against Kendrick Lamar that featured the AI-generated version of Tupac's voice, calling it a flagrant violation of law and blatant abuse of Tupac's legacy. In the cease and desist, it says this. It says that he must confirm that he was required to confirm that he will pull down the Tailor Made freestyle song in less than 24 hours or the estate will pursue all of his legal remedies against him. So he had 24 hours. They pressed the issue like, bro, you got 24 hours to take that down or we're going to have an issue. This is a quote from the letter that Tupac's estate wrote to Drake. He said, the estate is deeply dismayed and disappointed by your unauthorized use of Tupac's voice and personality. Not only is this a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity, and the estate's legal rights, it's also a blatant abuse of the legacy of one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. The estate would have never given its approval for this use. In Tuesday's letter, it said that Tupac's estate warned Drake that the use of his voice clearly violated his I have trouble saying that word, publicity rights, the legal power to control how your image or likeness is used by others. And they took particular exception to the use of this voice to take shots at Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar didn't call them. They had an issue because they have a relationship probably with Kendrick, and they don't like that you use his voice specifically to take shots at Kendrick Lamar. So salute to Tupac's estate and Tupac's family saying, you know what, We don't even like, not only did we not like that you used Tupac's voice, which is illegal, but you also used it to diss Kendrick. And we would have never approved nothing like that. We wouldn't approve you to use it anyway, but we definitely wouldn't approve you to take shots at Kendrick with it. The quote, or this is from the letter, it says, the unauthorized, equally dismaying use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, a good friend of the estate, who has given nothing but respect to Tupac and his legacy publicly and privately, compounds the insult. So they saying that's more insulting. It was already insulting that you did it, but it's more insulting that you use Kendrick or that you diss Kendrick with it. It says a representative from Drake declined to comment on the demands of the Tupac Shakur estate. The quote says, it's hard to believe that Tupac's record label, his intellectual property, was not scraped to create the fake AI on the record. They also demand that Drake provided a detailed explanation for how the sound-alike was created and the persons or company that created it, including all recordings and other data scraped or used. So they saying, bro, not only do we want you to take it down, we want you to tell us how you made it, tell us who made it for you, so we could sue them too and extort them too. We about to press the issue on all y'all. All y'all about to pay up for what y'all did. It says when Wednesday's letter also pointedly highlighted that Drake himself has made previous objections to the use of his own likeness by others. So basically, Drake, you don't like when people use your voice and use, your brand, and you did this to us anyway. That's what they're saying right there. Let's see which people down. King pointed, this is Tupac's estate. Tupac's estate pointed to the lesser known federal lawsuit in which Drake's attorney accused a website of using his image without authorization. So basically, Drake, you being a hypocrite is what they're saying right here. It says the tailor-made freestyle generated well more than 1 million streams at this point. The point that they stopped it, it was already hitting over 1 million streams and had been widely reported in the general national press and popular entertainment websites and publications. Basically, there was no coming back. They stating that so they could say it was no coming back. It was already out there, bro. So people could have recorded it. People have it now. So, you got to pay up for that too. The quote went on to say, without question, it is exponentially more serious and damaging than a picture of you with some other people on a low volume website. So basically, Drake, you got mad because somebody posted a fake picture with you and you sued for that. But this is even more damaging than what you did. So if you sued and won for that, we going to sue and win for this. And we know it. So it says in the closing paragraph, the letter demanded written confirmation by noon Pacific time on that day that Drake's representatives were expeditiously taking all the steps necessary to have it removed. It said, this is the quote. This is what they told Drake right here. Check this out. If you comply, the estate will consider whether an informal negotiation to resolve this matter makes sense. So, bro, basically, if you do everything we telling you to do, then we'll think about if we can keep this off the record and you could just pay us money behind the scenes. We'll think about it. If you do everything we tell you to do that we just told you, we'll think about if we don't want to go public with a lawsuit on you. It said, if you do not comply, this is what the letter says from Tupac's estate to Drake. If you do not comply, our client has authorized this firm to pursue all of its legal remedies, including but not limited to an action for violation of the estate's copyright, publicity, and personality rights, and the resulting damages, injunctive relief, and punitive damages and attorney fees. That's what they were going to sue Drake for. So basically, if you don't do everything we tell you to do, bro, we're going to sue you for all those different things, and it's going to be a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Or you can quietly do what we tell you to do, and behind the scenes, you can give us a little payment, and we won't go public with it. But either way, you're going to pay us. So basically, that's what they saying, bro. Tupac's estate wasn't playing no games. They didn't like the fact that, Drake used Tupac's voice, but they also didn't like the fact that, they said it was doubly insulting that you used Tupac's voice to diss Kendrick Lamar, and we love Kendrick. So they stood on business for Kendrick, bro. And basically they said, you do everything we tell you to do from now on regarding this situation, or we're going to go public with the lawsuit. Now, you're going to pay us regardless. It said it right here. If you comply, the state will consider whether an informal negotiation to resolve this matter makes sense. If not, we've hired a firm to pursue all the legal remedies. So that's the situation that was Drake was in. So this is what Suge Knight had to say about the situation. Suge called home from jail and he spoke about Drake using Tupac's voice on the AI disc, and this is what he had to say. Check it out.
Drake, hey youngster, you know, young people do what young people do. It's your turn. But my little homie Pop, he wasn't no joke. Ben, you damn sure ain't no joke. I'll be man up a joke now. Put him on a song with him dissing Kendrick. I'll be everybody entertainment. And I go. Before I put him on a song with Snoop, who was a part of his downfall, his exit, and never a good look. Pac was a king on that chessboard. He never was a pawn, so he can't make to be a pawn now. But the West Coast, it's a whole state of real gang members of all colors, all races. You don't want them coming together. Especially when motherfuckers sleeping in the lines then. Don't wake those lines up.
So that's what Suge Knight had to say about the situation. He said, Drake, you don't do that. You know what I mean? That's not a good look. You can't never use Tupac as a pawn, especially not against Kendrick Lamar. Out of all people, Suge said. And he said, you don't want to wake California up because California ain't just L.A. California is the Bay too. And that's why Kendrick is saying the lines, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? The Bay Area ain't gonna let you disrespect Pac. It's not just L.A., bro. So from up top to all the way down bottom in California, they felt like it was disrespectful. So that's what happened, man. That's what was reported. That's what Suge Knight said about the situation. Obviously Drake had to probably settle behind the scenes, or is going to have to settle behind the scenes if he doesn't want a public lawsuit. But I think he should have moved a little smarter. I think it was an emotional decision, and he was just trying to do what was cool. And he probably thought because he's Drake, everybody would be cool with it. But he made a huge misstep and a miscalculation in that, and he got spanked for it, bro. So that's how I feel about it. Urban Legend 11s. If this informed you or entertained you, please donate to the Cash App. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you stay tuned for my next live. I'm going to be going live very soon. I go live almost every day. And thank you guys for subscribing and watching. And, hopefully you subscribe to all the channels. But this is one of my favorite ones because I get to come over here and talk to you guys a certain way. But we building other channels out to be the same way. So thank you guys for watching. Urban Legend, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here.